Alright guys, it's been about 15 minutes since the last coat of Glossifier. Um, still, uh, I suppose the Glossifier is not exactly like a clear coat. It just gives it somewhat of a satin finish. I would imagine if you put 4 or 5 coats that it'll be glossier, but um, I feel like that would be a little excessive as far as the number of coats. With this, there's about at least 7 coats in here with the flat black and the glossifier together. Again, it's been about 15 minutes, so I'll go ahead and clean up a little bit. And then once that's done, I'll let it dry for another 30 minutes or so before installing it. So let's see how our prep work with the tire shine to see if it'll actually be easy to clean up as far as the side wall of the tire, and it's seemed to clean up pretty easily so far. I'm just using this toothpick here to kind of scrub the Plasti Dip, and seems to be working pretty good actually. So far so good, so I'll go ahead and clean up. Let's see. You should be careful here. And look at that, guys. It's cleaning up rather nicely so far, so very good. Pretty happy about that. So that seemed to work, and I'm just pulling it away from the edge, so there's a nice clean cut to it. So I am pretty happy on the cleanup process so far, so it's been relatively easy. So it looks like the tire dressing looked pretty good. So there you are. So with the edge cleaned up, you have this pile of Plasti Dip, and what I'll do now is clean up the sides some more with a piece of towel here. And from what I can see, the tire dressing did its job. It's cleaning up really nicely and easily. You might notice this right here, that's not Plasti Dip. This is actually just some after effect of a couple of track days. That's just tires overheating, that's all. No biggie. So I'll go ahead and continue to wipe off the excess, and again, looks like the tire dressing prep worked really well. I mean, it's really easy to clean off the overspray, so there was no need for me to do the masking tape and index cards and all that jazz. So when you're doing this, as long as you prep the sidewall with tire dressing, I think that would work for you. And also, if you put enough coats, that would help, obviously. So that looks pretty good. So that's the finished product. Again, the Glossifier just give it just a little bit of satin finish to it. I expected a really glossy finish, but I suppose again you can get that if you put enough coats, but I think I'm pretty happy with the finish, even with just the satin. So I'm good there. Let me just take this off. Alright, so let's continue on with this, the rear tire, rear wheel I should say. Let's do the same. So I just want to use this toothpick here to lift. There we go. And we're just gonna do the same thing. So I'm just lifting away from the edge, and it's the same thing here. Looks like because of the tire dressing, my prep is relatively easy to clean up. So again, I'm super happy about the outcome of this. That was my number one concern, that the tire or the Plasti Dip would adhere to the tire, and it doesn't look like that's the case. So looks like it worked. And let's go ahead and just use this to clean up the rest. And again, whew, super happy that the tire dressing worked. I mean, it is just really easy to clean that stuff up. So okay, all right. So it is cleaning up easy. I don't know. I thought about painting these too, but you know what? That would be overkill to me, so I'm just gonna leave them unpainted, leave them gray. I think that looks okay since it's dark. Also thought about possibly painting this, but I think it'll look okay with the silver like that, with the it's got a nice contrast to me. So instead of painting that black, I think I'll leave it the way it is. It looks pretty good. So what I'll do is give it another 30 to 45 minutes to fully cure before I install it. But I think overall, for about a couple of hours worth of work, came out pretty good. Wheels have been installed, and this is the finished product on the car. Let me know what you think. Again, I decided not to Plasti Dip the center caps. I think it looks pretty good that way it is. Give it a little bit of contrast. Also, as I mentioned on my past videos, I am going to do something different, specifically the black. You know, a couple weeks ago I took the Plasti Dip out, the Autoflex out, in preparation for something a little bit more exotic. So that's gonna happen in I would say next week or so. So please subscribe, and you can check out the final transformation of the car. But for now, the black wheels is part of that transformation. I think it came out pretty good, pretty satisfied. So until next time.